Hello, I'm Alex. I'm the Devil's Advocate. Thank you for clicking on this video. I talk about movies, music, TV, video games, whatever I want to talk about. Today is a very special day because South Park has returned after a 2-week hiatus this time. Because last week they were supposed to air, but they released a statement saying, "This one's on us, guys. We just left everything to the last minute and we couldn't make air, so we're coming back next week." And they are back. By the way, programming note for anyone who was wondering if I was going to make a full review for Alien Earth. I did actually watch all the episodes, but I decided against it because I realized I had more negative to say about it than positive, and I don't want to make a full review that's all negative. Short and sweet is it was kind of as I predicted, a CW show with alien paint, more so like a YA novel like Hunger Games or Maze Runner or whatever. But that's generally the vibe. It was misguided. There was no like direction of or thrusting plot, really. It was just all over the place. But those are my thoughts on Alien Earth. I hope it finds an audience. I hope they love it because more Alien fans in the world is just a net positive. I don't care where they come from. That's it. Anyways, on to South Park. In this episode 5 of season 27, it's they take on betting apps like Polymarket and others that are kind of just, they describe it as peer-to-peer betting, where anyone can set up a bet about anything. It doesn't have to be sports related. It could just literally be about any topic, and then other people can bet on it. Goes into how kids are using these things, how gambling has been more and more pushed on kids through apps like this, but also loot boxes and video games and whatnot. And there's a bet on there that Kyle finds very offensive. That is, how likely is it for Kyle's mom to bomb a Palestinian hospital?
Why the hell would my mom destroy a Palestinian hospital? 'Cause she's a Jew?
And as we know, Israel is bombing the shit out of Palestine, has been committing a genocide there. So if Kyle finds this very offensive, he's like, "You guys don't know the issues. It's very complicated. It's been, I'm worried. I'm like, is South Park not going to take a stance on this?" But that's kind of the thrust of the episode. Jesus finds out about it. He's still the counselor at school. He's telling the kids get off the apps and whatnot. Those cell phones at recess. Kyle's just kind of trying to like dissuade everyone from using this. But Cartman comes up with an idea that they know, the four of them know, that Sheila is not going to go bomb a hospital in Palestine, but everyone else doesn't know. So they can make it the odds go up and then bet against it, and they'll come out with a bunch of money. And Stan's like, isn't that called conflict of interest, and isn't that illegal? And Cartman's like, yeah, it's hella illegal, but of course all the politicians do it. That's how they make money. So that's what's going on with the boys this week. And then the B plot is very kind of just like, I don't know, it's very Looney Tunesy, in that Donald Trump realizes that he's getting all these gifts. Right, he's still getting gifts. It's a theme of the season that companies and politicians and CEOs and foreign dignitaries are trying to bribe Trump, but now they're sending gifts for the baby. And J.D. Vance is like, once the baby comes, you're going to have to stop caring about yourself and start caring about the baby. And Trump's like, oh, no, I won't. Not if there is no baby. And throughout the episode tries to not trick Satan, but like get Satan to have an abortion. Whether it's greasing the stairs so that he falls down the stairs, whether it's mixing Plan B into soup for him. This is very much a recreation of the B plot in the Nambla episode of South Park, where Kenny is worried that his mom is having a baby and that it's going to take attention away from him. So he's trying to get his mom to have an abortion. And his dad keeps reaping the repercussions of his actions. And in this episode, Brendan Carr, FCC Chair, is the one who keeps drinking the soup and shitting all over the place, or falling down the greased up stairs. And, and this is, of course, a reaction to not just the FCC, fuck the FCC, period, because they're South Park, but also Brendan Carr making the decision to pull Jimmy Kimmel off the air. Again, I don't think South Park gives that much of a shit about Jimmy Kimmel. It's just the silencing of free speech, period, that they've always had a problem with. It's a great episode. By the end, Cartman and the boys have convinced the rest of the school and town that Sheila probably is going to go bomb a hospital in Palestine. So, and they're like, oh man, it's like 95%. We're going to make so much money because she's definitely not going to do this. And then they get word that Sheila's in Israel. And they're like, oh no, oh my God. And, they come to Kyle. They're like, Kyle, are you really, is she going to do it? Is she going to do the thing? No, we can't. We're going to lose all this money. And Kyle's like, no, you guys really don't get it. You really don't get it. You don't understand. That's not why she went to Israel. And then we cut to Israel and we see why she went there. And this was my favorite part. Sheila screams, breaks into the prime minister's office and just starts screaming at Netanyahu like, you motherfucker are committing a genocide. You're killing all these innocent people. You're making Jews around the world unsafe. You're making American Jews look bad. You are the fucking problem here, not us, not any other Jew. It's about Israel. It's about Zionists. It's not about Judaism as a culture. I'll let her say it.
There you are, Mr. Netanyahu! Just who do you think you are? Killing thousands and flattening neighborhoods, then wrapping yourself in Judaism like it's some shield from criticism.
But yeah, that was the episode. It was fantastic. A little simpler format. In this one, again, just an A and a B plot, and the B plot is very throwaway. It's just a joke. It's really just shitting on Brendan Carr from the FCC. But I really, I really thought it was a really funny idea to talk about Palestine and Israel in such a funny way. They found a way to talk about it and really lay the blame where it belongs, at the feet of fucking Netanyahu, the genocidal maniac. So that's this week's South Park. It will return October 15th, I believe. So stay tuned for that. I will be making a review on every episode this season. Check out my other reviews on my channel for Superman and Peacemaker. I will be doing a Peacemaker wrap-up review when the whole season's done. And Cardi B, I made a reaction to. The Paradox, I made a reaction to. Joey Badass, Jid, album reviews, movie reviews, TV reviews, video game reviews. Hollow Knight, Lies of P. It's all on my channel, folks. Check it out. Subscribe down below. Like and subscribe. Comment. Let me know what you thought about this episode. What you think about South Park. How they're doing this season. If you've watched at all in the last 15 years. And take care, folks.